The Astronaut, 2025, is an American science fiction horror film written and directed by Jess Farley, starring Kate Marr, Lawrence Fishburne, Gabriel Luna, and Ivana Milievy. The film follows an astronaut who believes that a supernatural force has followed her back to Earth. It received mixed reviews from critics. So, without any further delay, let's get started. The story begins with a NASA astronaut named Sam Walker. Sam is rescued from the middle of the ocean because his space capsule is malfunctioning. After losing control of the capsule in space, it collides with a meteor, due to which the capsule crashes and falls into the sea. The situation becomes even more serious when the team discovers that a piece of the meteor had penetrated Sam's helmet, breaking the glass. The scene cuts from here. Then we see Sam regaining consciousness in the NASA medical room. There, Dr. Aiden tells him that the rescue team has found fragments of Mateo inside the capsule, and he asks what exactly happened in space. But Sam only remembers that she had become unconscious before landing. He doesn't remember anything after that. After meeting the doctor, Sam is finally able to meet her family. Marcos's husband, Isabella, is her adopted daughter, and Will's father, Sam, who is a high-ranking military general. Will tells Sam that NASA and the Pentagon are now working together to research the meteor. It is being confirmed whether Sam's body is infected with any alien contamination. For this reason, Sam will be kept in strict quarantine for some time, until the final reports are clear. We are then shown the safe house where Sam will stay during quarantine. This house is built in an area of about 10 hectares amidst the forest of Virginia. This Westery house is fully equipped with bulletproof glass and high-level security system. Normally this place is used for secret weapon testing by the government. So Sam is told that she will be absolutely safe here, even if she is completely alone. But everything is not normal with Sam. He gets tinnitus. That is, hearing a strange loud sound in the ear without any reason. Doctors say that tinnitus is a very common problem for astronauts. So Sam doesn't need to worry too much. A warning is also given that in the future, Sam may face problems like fever, vomiting, dizziness, nose bleeding, or even hallucinations. And from here, Sam's quarantine is not just about isolation, but about to become a terrifying experience. When everyone leaves the house, Sam gets a little curious and checks her body temperature. She gets shocked seeing the result. His fever is over 98 degrees, and, just as Dr. Aiden had said, his nose starts bleeding. But what bothers Sam the most is a bruise that suddenly appears around his arm. These marks are absolutely fresh. The problem is that Sam remembers neither that she fell anywhere nor that she hit anything. Then where did this injury come from? At night, while Sam is resting in the living room, the electricity suddenly fluctuates. The lights start blinking. Sam panics, and then strange noises start coming from the kitchen. She slowly goes there and looks, and sees dirty footprints leading straight towards the forest behind the house. Sam has only one question in his mind. Is this a hallucination or something else? For confirmation, she looks towards the forest through the telescope kept on the balcony. And yes, a dark blurry shadow stands silently among the dense bushes. Sam's heart starts to beat faster. Due to curiosity, she goes down and reaches that place. But there is no one there. She tries to pick up some stones and throw them into the bushes, but gets no reaction. Then suddenly he starts hearing very loud noises and seeing strange things. This happens so much that Sam becomes almost unconscious. She immediately runs back inside the house. Then the next morning, Sam is waiting for Dr. Aiden to arrive. To pass the time, she starts making breakfast for herself. An omelette and coffee, and then another strange thing happens. The egg that is about to go on the pan suddenly flies into the air. Seeing this, Sam gets very scared. The egg is floating perfectly in the air, as if some invisible power was holding him. Slowly Sam realizes that the egg is moving with the movements of her hand. At first she gets scared. Then, becoming a little curious, she starts experimenting by moving the egg here and there. And then Dr. Aiden and the medical team arrive at the house for a routine checkup. Then that egg immediately falls. As per the quarantine procedure, Sam has to undergo intense tests and physical drills. This exercise is not normal. Reaction tests, stamina checks, balance drills, and some tests that are normally only for astronauts. Sam follows everything without complaining, just so that his body record becomes stable and he can go back home quickly. After the training is over, Dr. Aiden asks her about all the symptoms she said she might have. But Sam, without hesitation, lies that everything is normal so that she can go home early. She deliberately does not tell about the incident of the night because she is afraid that if this matter comes out, then her quarantine will become longer. As the medical team leaves, the only thing that keeps going on in Sam's mind is whether what he saw last night was real or just a hallucination. With this confusion, she again goes towards the forest to confirm herself, and as soon as she moves a little further, she again starts hearing strange sounds. This time it is faster than before. Amidst the pain, Sam's eyes fall on a black cable buried under the leaves. Curious, she follows the cable, and what she finds shocks her. The end of the cable is connected to a hidden CCTV camera which is neatly hidden among the stones, and the shock comes when Sam looks ahead, then realizes that not just one, but the entire quarantine area is covered with multiple such CCTV cameras, which are keeping an eye on it. Then in the afternoon his father Will comes. Sam asks her about all the CCTV. After a moment of silence, Will reveals the truth. He tells that there is a secret bunker room built below this place, which is only for emergency situations. CCTV surveillance, automatic lockdown system, and high-level monitoring have all been installed for national security. And the most shocking thing is that if Sam wants, she can also manually control the lockdown system from the same bunker room. By evening, Will goes back. Then Sam checks her hand injury again. This time the situation becomes even more serious. The blue-black mark was no longer limited to the hand, but had spread to the elbow. Sam becomes very upset. There is only one thing going on in his mind. Is my body getting infected by some unknown thing? And with this question, Sam slowly starts realizing that this quarantine is not for his protection, but to observe something else. Then it is night again. Sam tries to calm her mind in the outdoor bathtub in front of the house. The cool breeze, the silence of the forest, and the bright sky above, everything seems normal. Then suddenly a rustling sound comes from behind the bushes. Sam's body immediately goes into alert. Without wasting any time, she finishes her night bath and quickly goes inside, and at that very moment the power goes off again. At the same time, strong wind and strange sounds start to be heard from the forest. The fear is clearly visible on Sam's face. This does not seem to be a normal natural phenomenon. The camera shows us a blurred object that appears for just a second near the door of the house. But as soon as she turns and looks outside, nothing happens. No sound, no movement. The electricity has also returned. Sam relaxes a bit when the system starts giving alerts. How security systems detect when an unknown object is trying to forcibly enter the house. Simultaneously, a deep sound resonates outside the house, and the auto lockdown is activated without any warning. Heavy steel shutters fall down on all sides. All exits are sealed. Sam panics and tries to call her father Will, but there is no signal because the entire house is blocked off by thick steel walls. The sound outside slowly starts coming closer. Sam musters up the courage to head to the generator room to manually stabilize the power. But as she approaches the switch, a door handle starts moving on its own. Sam freezes. Only a glimpse appears before his eyes. Something that cannot be human. Then without any delay, Sam runs away to the secret bunker. Reaching there, she immediately checks the CCTV footage. She hopes that maybe that thing has left the house. But what she sees on the screen puts an end to all her doubts. She sees an unknown object that looks like a monster. Sam's breathing quickens and he realizes this isn't a hallucination, but real. Somehow the lockdown system is a bit weak. Sam finally gets to talk to her father. She tells Will every little detail about the voice, about the CCTV footage and everything else, and in the end makes just one request that he should not tell this to anyone else. Will remains silent. But his silence itself shows that Sam's quarantine is no longer just for medical reasons. Because the thing that came with him from space is now awakened. Will and the special forces go out to scan the house and the entire surrounding forest. Sam is strictly told to just focus on his test, so this can all be over quickly. As Aiden and the medical team leave, Sam has an unexpected moment. Mark and his daughter Isabella stand at the door. Sam's face softens a little at the sight of them. Sam tells Mark everything. How since returning from space he feels something is following him, and also that last night he saw a faint glimpse of that thing with his eyes. Not only that, Sam also talks about her body. Those strange little ones are spread all over his body. But he is not feeling any pain. Still, it doesn't feel normal at all. And then she reveals another truth, that Sam has the ability of telekinesis. This means being able to move something or feel energy without touching it. Meanwhile, Mark and Isabella go out to explore the forest. Sam and Will go to the bunker and check the CCTV footage from the night before. But what comes on screen is quite strange. Actually, nothing is visible in the CCTV. Will thinks Sam's mind may be creating hallucinations due to pressure and trauma. He explains to Sam that it is not, but to take too much stress. After a while, Will leaves for the safe house. Sam goes back to Mark and Isabella, who are still near the woods, and then something very strange happens. Suddenly thousands of birds rise up together, circling in the sky. Their sound is ear-splitting. They start flying in flocks after Sam, Mark and Isabella for no reason. The three panic and run out of the forest. Sam runs inside the house with her family. Once inside, Sam becomes even more panicked as the entire house is infested with insects. Insects are visible everywhere, on the walls and floors. But after a few seconds, in a strange manner, all the insects suddenly die without any reason. As if someone had stopped everything in a single moment. Sam immediately calls Director Marshall and reports the incident. But Marshall casually says that perhaps all this happened due to extreme weather changes. Sam doesn't find this answer correct at all. He feels as if something very important is being hidden from him. That's why Sam directly asks what the test report of the particles found on the astronaut suit says. Marshall replies that NASA has not yet completed the investigation. Meanwhile, Isabella is very tired, so Mark prepares to go back home. He asks Sam to come along too. But Sam refuses as she is still in a strict quarantine period. As Mark leaves, he promises that he will come back again tonight. As soon as Mark leaves, Sam suddenly feels that the joint in his leg has become swollen. Controlling the pain, Sam removes her toenail. For safety, Sam blocks the main door of the house with a table so that no one can enter forcibly. Sam then begins researching online to understand the cause of the strange insect incident that occurred that afternoon. Articles suggest that abnormal insect behavior is often caused by geomagnetic disturbances. Sam searches deeper. He discovers that geomagnetic disturbances are sometimes linked to UFOs. Then his eyes fall on another article which is related to alien abduction cases. According to the article, strange injury marks are found on the shoulders and body of people who are being observed by aliens. At that moment, Sam's shoulder suddenly feels a sharp pain. She looks in the mirror and is shocked because there is indeed a black bruise. At this very moment a loud noise comes from outside. Sam immediately locks the door. The security system activates and detects that someone other than Sam is inside the house. The alarm starts ringing louder again. Protective walls automatically activate and seal the entire house. Sam panics and runs towards the underground bunker. But as she descends the stairs, her shoulder pain suddenly increases. She loses balance and falls down the stairs. Lying on the ground, Sam looks at the bruises on her body. Fear is clearly visible in his eyes. Now he is completely convinced that whatever is happening is not just a coincidence but someone is watching him very closely. A sticky liquid is coming out from those injuries. Sam is unable to ask anyone for help because her phone is dead. Sam then turns on the CCTV screen and checks how many people are present inside the house. Suddenly Sam gets shocked as the system detects that there is someone else inside the house besides Sam. A panicked Sam hides in the basement kitchen. But then an alien-like creature follows Sam into the kitchen. Sam immediately runs away from there and hides in another room. Then suddenly he feels a sharp pain in his hand. Sam opens her bandage and is shocked to see that the injury on her hand looks like it's changing skin. The alien is still chasing him. That's why Sam hides inside the toilet. Though she opens a ventilation hole and tries to escape through the same route. The alien tries to grab his leg. But luckily Sam escapes. Meanwhile, outside the house, Mark has just arrived and is shocked to see the entire house alarm blaring loudly. Isabella, sitting inside the car, also gets scared. She gets out of the car and walks straight towards the forest. Isabella tells Mark that she saw a strange light inside the forest. Hearing this, Mark gets a strong feeling that Sam must be somewhere there. Without wasting any time, Mark picks up Isabella in his lap and starts running towards that strange light. Meanwhile, deep inside the forest, Sam emerges from a small ventilation hole. She runs for her life as the alien is still chasing her. At this very moment, William and his military team have reached in front of the house. A shocking thing is revealed here. William already knew that the aliens were coming. He orders his team to thoroughly check the house. Here, inside the forest, Sam gets so tired from running that she doesn't even realize that a light blue light is coming from her hands, neck and shoulders. Sam finally falls to the ground and sits down. Then that alien comes and stands in front of him. Sam, in fear, tells him to leave her. But what happens is completely unexpected. The alien speaks in his alien language, and the most shocking thing is that Sam is able to understand that language. The alien says, "I have been waiting for you for a long time to take me back home." Then he says, "I am your father." Hearing this, Sam becomes completely confused. Then the alien gently touches his head to Sam's head, and flashbacks start running in Sam's mind. 30 years ago, the American military detected some aliens landing on Earth. At that time William was just a normal soldier. Military forces chase the aliens and try to capture them. All the aliens survive. But one small alien could N'(T) escape. He then activated a device that transformed his body into that of a human child. Then William sees the child alone and injured and takes him with him, raises him. That child is none other than Sam. The flashback ends. Now the truth has come out. Sam is not a human but an alien. At this moment, Mark and his daughter reach Sam in the woods. Mark freezes in shock when he sees an alien standing before him. Sam calms Mark down. Having said that, it is not a threat. Then William also reaches there. He points the gun directly at Sam and the alien. William says in a stern voice, "You all will come with me." Mark immediately interrupts and angrily says, "Put down the weapon." But William refuses. There is no surprise on his face. Then a big truth comes out. William knew from the beginning that Sam was an alien. William says, "I have been waiting for these aliens to come for a long time." Sam's heart breaks when he hears this. She realizes that William has used her as a trap all along. It also turns out that Sam was deliberately sent to the space station. There he was given the task of transmitting radio signals so that the signal could reach the aliens and he could return to Earth. Meaning Sam was on a live signal the entire time, and then William tells his military team that the target has been confirmed. Proceed to capture the aliens. William again tells Sam and the rest of the aliens to surrender. But Sam refuses. William points his gun at Sam to make him agree. Then suddenly Mark attacks William and punches him several times, causing William to faint. Meanwhile, Sam's body completely changes and she takes on her alien form. Mark tells Sam to leave because the military is coming. Sam does an T1 to leave Mark and Isabella, but Mark insists and tells Sam to go. Mark tells Sam she doesn't need to worry. He and Isabella will be fine. Mark tells Sam to always remember his Earth family. Finally, Isabella places her hand on Sam's hand, a gesture of goodbye. Sam then goes inside the UFO with the rest of the aliens. Then the UFO flies away from the Earth, and with this the story of this astronaut film ends. Hope you guys were entertained. The message we get from this film is that if the scars or injuries on your body are not healing, then you might be an alien. Friends, our channel is still very small. So if possible, please subscribe to the channel and leave a nice comment. This motivates us to make more videos.